Hello everybody, this is Herschel's Route 427 here, and I will be giving you a tutorial video on racing tactics. I'm using Flatout 2 for this, as you can see here, because its physics are very good for driving. So the first one I will show you is the pit maneuver, or some people call it the nudge, or the push out. It's very easy to do. So you're right, that wasn't a good pit maneuver. But if you're in a big car like this, that car behind me, Shaker's another good car. The bigger your car, the easier this is to do. Likewise, I need to get this onto straight away. I know, this is pretty stupid. Here, let's beat on this guy for a while. Oh, shoot. Almost got hit there. Okay, so let's say you're against somebody and you're almost neck and neck. Like right now. Now get to the rear curve panel and push. And there you go. That's the push out. It's very easy to do. It's very effective too, because now they just drop right off your map or HUD or radar, whatever you call it. So now I'm gonna keep picking on Ray Carter today. I'll try some. There's some more moves you can do. Now, also, let's say you're against a bigger vehicle. Like, let's say I was trying to spin on a pickup truck or something significantly heavier than what you're using now. You'll want to use nitrous, some kind of boost. If you don't have it, then that's okay. Now, with boost, look at how much easier that was. Boom, and he flies right off. Now, I'll go pick on somebody else. The next tactic I'll show you is the wallflower. Well, the wallflower, or grinding them into something. They call it the wallflower sometimes. Okay, so you want to get it right next to him, and then just push. See how we just geared down due to the friction? Now that gives you time to split and push the pedal down. Watch him drop off your radar. Now I'll demonstrate using the pit on larger vehicles. It's still not very difficult, but you might need to use boost. See right there, boom. You almost have to sometimes. If I was trying to do this in a compact, it would be very difficult. So now, okay, I've done the pit maneuver, I've done the grinding maneuver. Grinding is very easy to do. See, watch how easily you can spin this thing out. Just like that. Very effective. Oops, flew off the road there. Alright. Another tactic, if you're in a heavy enough vehicle, you can do something like this. I call this extreme shunting. If you hit the opponent's car back hard enough in the back, they will lose complete control over it and go flying one direction, which is pretty funny. But you can only do this if you're going very fast and if you have a vehicle significantly more powerful than them. I'm just lucky because I was going fast. The best is with oversized vehicles like trucks. That works the best. Oh, shoot. See, I hit the freaking tree. Oh, shoot. Wow, they would make you fall off there. Another tactic is, it's called chicken, but this only works if there's solid objects. If there's oncoming traffic and there's not, I'll probably show that in the Grand Theft Auto video or something. But basically, this is called. Wait, I'm trying to find a hard object I can put somebody into. Boom. Another way to do a pit maneuver easily without having to prepare is to time it just so as your opponent's back at the quarter panel crosses, you steer into him, like what I did right there. That works the best. Because you don't often have to slow down. See, sometimes for little cars, you don't even need to. So now here's just, I don't know what this is called. This is more like just being mean. Oh, never mind. Here, I'll do it. I just zoomed out a bit there. Actually, let's not. Here's a truck. The pit maneuver. Now, in this game, you can direct vehicles, so the pit maneuver and then you put it into a solid object, like a tree or something. That will deal massive damage to your victim, while doing minimal damage to you, well, provided you don't hit it. That's why the pit maneuver, I like it so much, because unlike the wallflower or grinding, it doesn't have its set of flaws. Oops. Right there. That, you could use that as an advantage. If someone's right next to you, you don't even need to grind them into a wall. If they're going off a jump, you can just shove them off and they'll fall. I haven't had the chance to do pit maneuver off a jump, but I've done it in other games, like in Need for Speed Underground 2. It's very fun. Just spins it out right before they go over a jump. So this guy, boom, and I'll show just how much damage you can do. Watch this. Boom. Now that looks like it hurt. And that wasn't even going full throttle. For some of those little vehicles, you can really nail them. Here, I'm going to restart. I'm going to try. Now, the AI, they're not really aggressive enough for you to try spinning you out. But should you try to get spun out, I'm going to try and make somebody spin me out. Here. Now, what someone can do, they can try counter steering. Here's just another way. Oh! Suck on that. See, that's just an example of just how effective a pit maneuver can be. See, the pit maneuver can be. See, right, this guy. You don't always need to aim for the rear quarter panel. You can still do a lot of damage. You can still pull off the pit maneuver without hitting it, but the rear quarter panel is by far the most effective kind. But like you saw there with this guy, I hit him near the door and I was fine. Another way is if you take the inside lane and they're on the outside lane, I can't really show it here, but basically you just cut into them as they cross paths with you, like you saw earlier. Boom! That was just the tiniest tap to the rear quarter panel. Especially on a rear-wheel drive car, they're going to be sent spinning right out of there. My dog is barking in the background. Yay. Ow. Pit maneuver. Now, like I said, I can't really show ways to prevent being pit maneuvered against. So let's say someone's pushing on the right side of my car. I want to steer in the direction that they're pushing me or something. So I want to steer... Let's see, will this guy counter steer? Nope. Pit maneuver off a jump is devastating, because not only does it get them facing the wrong way, it also, gets them off the jump. That could be an important shortcut. Let's speed on this little compact. It's so easy to spin this thing up. Boom. There we go. That was an example of the grinding somebody. Not grinding somebody, grinding a car. Now, the ultimate grinding maneuver is when you put someone into a hard object. I'll try and do that up here. No, I'll do a pit. Pit! Whoa! That got it. That looked like it hurt. I want to show the super grind, if you will. Because not only do you prevent your opponent... Oh, I can't do it. I'm better at pits. But see right there, they turned away from it. That's how... If you can mimic that, you can prevent yourself from being spun out. And yes, there have been times when I've been spun out before. It's not fun, but basically this is just... The pit maneuver is for people who are really aggressive and it's just a good tactic. It's very easy to learn. Now, some games this might be easier to do than others. Like in Flatout, it's very easy. In Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, it's very difficult to do this to the cops. And although it won't get you that much lead because they use nitrous and they're cheap like that, it'll still give you practice for games that, oh shoot, will allow you to do so. But in games like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, the wallflower or grinding, it becomes much more effective. There we go. That was an example of the improved grind, except I crashed with him. So basically, if you can push someone into a hard object, that would be good. Boom, right there. See how they lose control because you add that much more speed all of a sudden? That's really if you're desperate. The pit maneuver is more for if you just want to hit somebody and you're not really in a hurry to do so. Or if you just really want to wreck somebody. Like that. Oh, dang, I missed. That's what you have to be careful of. You're just going to come out of the blue with the pit maneuver. You have to take a lot of things into consideration. Like, oh, there's another tactic you can use as well, which they use in the police. It's called the rolling roadblock. Yeah, I'll back into your car for no reason whatsoever. Here, I'll get him spun back out. Here, I want to get in front so I can try the rolling roadblock. Oh, grinding. And then, there we go. They just lost 50 miles an hour plus worth of speed, and you just gear up and zoom away. It'll just drop right off your map. I really want to show the rolling roadblock, though, because it can be effective. You just have to be careful, though, because where you go, your opponent who's right behind you is also going to end up going as well. Which could be problematic should a solid object get in your way. Both you and your opponent will crash into it. Which is good because it's better to have your opponent crash with you than you crash and your opponent not so much so. Are they going to spin him out? Come on, do the pit. Come on. Fine, I'll pit him for you. Boom, the slightest tap. And that's all it takes. Some people know how to counter steer, though. See, right there, they could counter steer, but it was incomplete anyway. Let's try it with nitrous. Look at how much harder it is. Look at how much harder that was for them. They haven't turned their car around yet. About time. Pit maneuver. Yeah. See what I said right off a jump? It's just impossible to deal with. It's only because your car's in the air and you simply cannot control your car in the air. Well, this concludes this video. I really only covered 3 tactics. The pit maneuver, the grinding, and then, I don't know, pit maneuver gone bad, really. Pit maneuver, for those who really wish to dish it out while spinning someone out. Problem is, with the aggressive one, you also get slowed down. But, like I said, if you really want to wreck somebody, if you're willing to go that far, then that's it. Ah, got stuck on a wall. What a nub.